Hello, today I want to talk about Trump and his policies that will destroy America. I will tell you with facts why the US is falling into the abyss. Judging by the previous video, you might think that I am a US hater. Also, this is not true. By the way, please watch my last video. On the contrary, I love the US too much. That is why it hurts me so much what is happening to the world's #1 economy. And please support me with a like and a subscription and share video with your friends. First, Trump is a dictator. I hope no one will argue with me about this fact. Just open any definition of dictator and Trump falls under it. And the worst thing is that at the moment he is a dictator with full power. The Senate and Congress are Republican. The only break is the courts, which can block his decisions.
Second, domestic politics. This is a nightmare. Americans have already felt this on themselves with the prices of eggs and the rise in prices of all products. The deportation of migrants who worked for the country's economy also didn't bring any benefit. In the US, there is a record decline in stock markets. In China, on the contrary, there is growth. Record job cuts by Musk, who interferes in US politics, being Trump's advisor. Trump, as a typical dictator, constantly talks nonsense that tomorrow will contradict what he said yesterday. He cuts employees of important departments as part of cost optimization, while spending $18 million from the budget on golf alone 2 months. By the way, he never learned to play golf in his entire life. You can see from the leaked video.
All economists predict a record decline in economic growth, and most importantly, there is a direct blow to democracy with its constant statements that now the government will decide which protest is right and which is not. And besides the stupid Elon Musk, there are no worthy and competent person in Trump's team. What is the team Monkey Vance and the Russian spy Tulsi Gabbard worth? Now Biden doesn't seem like an old crazy grandfather. Third, foreign policy. This is a complete nightmare. In 2 months, Trump has destroyed relations with countries with which the United States had partnership for a long time. The same Canada, Mexico, Panama, Denmark, with Greenland. If you constantly say on behalf of the president that Canada does not exist and it is a US state, Denmark should sell Greenland, the Panama Canal will be returned to the US because it is for security against China, and you call Mexico a failed country with drug cartels at the helm, you won't get neighbors but enemies and allies of China. The same with Europe. To drain the relations that you built since the Second World War in 2 months is powerful. Now Europe doesn't believe in the US and correctly believes that the Americans will not come to the rescue in the event of a war with Russia. America destroyed its reputation as a reliable partner, leaving Ukraine without help, which Biden approved, and Trump has nothing to do with it. Trump has already written off Ukraine. Trump doesn't care about Ukraine and what will happen to it after the war. The main thing for him is to end the war, and he doesn't care that as a result all of Ukraine will be in Putin's power. Putin is a good friend and partner for Trump, with whom he speaks like a slave with his master. Not from a position of strength, of which the US has a lot, but from the position of a small dog. This is a time when the Russian army has switched to donkeys. He will put pressure on Ukraine, on the weak, call Zelensky a dictator, but when Putin demonstratively wipes his feet on Trump, he will shamefully tolerate it. In the end, I will say that the blame lies only with the Americans. They choose a clown, suffer from the circus.